Okay, yeah, no, but seriously, seriously, I'm get, I'm just, I gotta be serious. I can't keep just fucking around, you know. So, seriously, like, you know, this is for entertainment purposes only. Oh my god. Yeah. Seriously. So, yeah. It sucks that it has to be that way, but because then it's just all entertainment. Like, what if I want more substance than just being entertained? Well, that's too bad. And that's the seriousness of the situation we're talking about here. You know, it's really sad. You know, what if I want more substance and all there is just entertainment, and I'm really looking for something more deep and meaningful? How will I even go on? Is it even worth it? What do we got going on over here? Yeah, whatever, right? But no, really, on a serious note, man, I gotta tell you, man, you really should do your own research, you know? Yeah. And I like this. I like, you know, the power in relaying this message is that you need to do your own research, because what I'm doing is for entertainment purposes only. So whatever it is that I'm saying, you just can't really take it serious, you know. And that's fine. I mean, you could if you wanted, you know. You know, someone that might know me on a personal level may be able to, you know, take what I'm saying serious or not, depending on how well they know me. Someone who doesn't know me, yeah, they're just gonna have to, you know, figure it out for themselves, you know, whatever. On a serious note, that is, you know. So yeah, but yeah, disclaimers are I really like the disclaimer. I like it. The power in that, you know. Because, you know, whatever I do say, I could be wrong. And yeah, this is true, right? Anyway, so I'm about wrapping it up. This will be about it for this, yeah. Trying to think. But, you know, I have to say, man, I really enjoyed doing that 2.5 hours of commentary on, you know, the gammas and the working in middle class. It's like, yeah, that's what it's all about, you know. So, you know, that in Israel. Yeah. Yes, indeed. It all comes back to, yeah, the source, you know. That's what they say. Back to the source. So, what else is there to say? I could go walk over there. It might inspire me to say something else. You guys about had it, right? Especially after that ice cream bit. It's like, dude, what the fuck is this shit, you know? That's what I'm saying, you know? You'd be better off watching Richie from Boston at this juncture, you know? But again, do your own research. I would, you know, I don't know about that Richie from Boston guy. I got my doubts about all that. But again, I could be wrong. So anyways, I guess I'm gonna go to bed. I'm just trying to see if I can pump out any more content, but I got nothing, you know. I don't even, how many videos have I done on this channel? I fucking got hundreds probably. Maybe not, but a lot. I got a lot of videos on this fucking channel. And I have 7 subscribers, which is great, you know, for me. Because it's like, it's just a different experience. It's kind of like, you know, whatever. I don't know. I believe I probably really disappointed some of my subscribers with my content today. The only thing is I don't, it's for me. And I again, like, I really enjoyed talking about that 2.5 hours of just, let's go into the whole gamma, middle class, working class, gamma, fucking, let's just dive into that, you know. But, whatever. There you go. Alright, so, anyhow. Yeah. Huh? No, well, what's going on?
Are you from around here?
Me? No. No.
Alright. Are you staying over here or what?
Yeah.
How much other rooms are you in?
I have no idea. My boss paid for the room, so.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah.
Do you party any?
Not at all, dude.
No, okay. Alright, man.
I mean, I used to, but not anymore. I've been clean and sober for 23 years.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, but I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Not a problem, man. All right. Have a good one. All right. So, anyways, yeah. I don't know. He was just wondering about if I'm from around here. So, yeah. You know, whatever. I don't know what's going on. It's none of my business what's going on, you know. I have a hard enough time keeping track of what's going on with me, you know what I'm saying? But that was kind of odd. He's asking me, I think he's wanting to know where the dope is. You know, I always get mistaken for a dope fiend. I'm like, nope, I don't know where any of that is. I've been clean and sober 23 years, so. Yeah. Of course, he said, congratulations. Yeah. Whenever someone says congratulations, I mean, the sentiment is okay, you know, but they don't have any understanding. They don't know. They don't even know. It has nothing to do with congratulations. It's like St. Francis was quoted as saying, when doing what is right, one deserves no praise, because it is his duty and what he ought to do. Yeah. If I'm a dope fiend and a fucking drunk, then what I ought to do is quit drinking and fucking and drugging. I don't need to be congratulated. I appreciate the sentiment, so I don't take offense, but it's like it's a sign. It's like, to me, it's like, people that congratulate me, they don't understand. You know, and that's okay. No judgment towards him. Who knows? I don't know the guy. What do I know about anything? That's why I always say, do your own research. But anyway, yeah. Now, when doing what is right, one deserves no praise. I mean, I could do videos on this. The idea of praising people for doing something right. This is completely destructive to society. This culture of praising people who do stuff right. It's like the most, it's just retarded. Like, why praise somebody for doing something right when it's their duty? It's what they should do. So how does praise enter this at all? Well, the obvious logical answer is it doesn't. Praise is like totally inappropriate. Oh, it's like, oh, you're doing what you should do. Oh man, let's shower you with accolades of praise because you're doing what you should do. Where does this come from? I see it everywhere. Like, look at like all the praise and accolades for, Richie from Boston, because he's supposedly doing what's righteous and right, and it's like, no. If what he's saying is true, which it isn't, because he's a fucking liar. He's just a bullshitter, liar, fucking scam artist, pyramid scheme, fucking bullshitting, fucking sellout. But if what he was saying was true, well, then he doesn't deserve any praise for it, because that would be his duty, and what he ought to do is to go public with it. Don't you understand? The majority of people don't, so I wonder how many, if anyone watching, would understand what I'm saying at all. Because that's the truth. All this praise for anybody, like, for what? So whatever. It's just another thing that who cares, right? Which is exactly my point. Yeah. So, yeah. People care. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude, but that's just, if people cared, there wouldn't be babies' body parts flying all over the place in that, country over by Israel, would there? Well, maybe, I don't know, Angry Hobo. I don't know if I agree with that or not. I have to think about it. Well, what do you mean? If people cared, there wouldn't be babies' body parts flying all over the place in that country over by Israel, right? Well, maybe, Angry Hobo. I don't know. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, people care. People do care. Yeah, who's that? Who is that? The police? The government? CPS? The World Economic Forum? The CDC? The World Health Organization? Well, people do care, though. Yeah, I know. Who, though? I don't know. I could be wrong, so really do your own research. What I'm doing is just entertainment purposes only, so I'm just saying that who cares? If people cared, you wouldn't have body parts flying all over in Ukraine and that country over by Israel. You wouldn't. Well, that's not necessarily true. Oh, really? What is true then? Well, I know people that care about me because I'm special. Well, good for you. Good. You got people that care about you? How do you know, though, for sure, You don't now, do you? You just never can tell now, can you? Yeah. It's a tricky world we live in. It's very... Oh, what's this? A rattlesnake? Holy shit! Whoa! I lied. I cannot tell a lie. I didn't see a rattlesnake. Yep. McDonald's cares. They have the, what is that called? The Ronald McDonald Fund for the children and stuff. You care for McDonald's cares about the children, remember? Oh, now you're just being an asshole. Oh, okay. Only because I care. That's the only reason I would be an asshole. Tough love, sometimes you just got to serve up some tough love to the ones you love. Like Big Brother. Sometimes, a person or people just need a good serving of tough love. Just like McDonald's cares about the children. Who others cares about the children? There's got to be someone besides McDonald's that cares about those babies' body parts flying all over. Well, I can't think of a single one, though. You're just being a nihilist, angry hobo. Now you're just being a nihilist. Oh. No, I'm being a realist. There's a slight difference. Subtle, slight difference. You say I'm black-pilled. I say I'm red-pilled. You say I'm black-pilled. I say there is no black pill. There's only red pills and blue pills. And actually, I can't claim that I'm red-pilled. I really cannot. That's a really not a good thing to do. You know, because I could be wrong. Any and everything that I say could be wrong. So it's always important to do your own research. Anyways, I want to see how this video came out. I bet you this one's, fairly entertaining to me, anyways, because that's the purpose. Yeah. All right. See you, boys.